Hey everybody, it's Jason back with another No Frills toy review. It's been a long time since I've done my last review, so we're going to be reviewing a much anticipated figure that I've been waiting for. It's the DC Collectibles DC Icons Super Sons Robin figure. I have got the Superboy figure there as well, but we're going to be reviewing that one in another video because I'm just so excited to be reviewing this one. This is by far the best Damian Wayne Robin figure that there's ever been released. I have got him next to the animated, was it Son of Batman? Robin, I think it was. He's a little bit shorter, which is even better for size scale wise. We'll present him next to the Rebirth Icons Batman. And you can see there it absolutely perfectly fits in scale wise as to the height that you'd expect Damian Wayne to be. He does actually work out quite well next to like the Mezco Batman as well. The size scale there is just another perfect fit. I know for a lot of Robin fans out there, when you compare this one to that one, a lot of people argued that that one was actually quite good, and don't get me wrong, it is quite good. The other people who collected the more expensive Batman Incorporated Robin, I wasn't quite willing to pay it at my rear end to get that one. It was nicely detailed, don't get me wrong, but the articulation was a little bit lacking on it, a bit like on this one here. But this Robin, it's just got it all. It's well sculpted, it's got a lot of articulation, the size scale is just perfect, and it's just everything that you want in a Robin figure, especially in a Damian Wayne style one. So we just zoom in a little bit there. So yes, when I heard this was coming out in the DC Icons line, I was really hyped and excited to be getting it, especially as like with the rumours that the Icons line was coming to an end. They were just going to be selling the last few ones in the double packs before they start going on to the new DC Essentials. So let's just get into what you get in the box. Obviously this is the box that it comes in, and there you have there the extra hands that you can get. Obviously you've got one extra pair of hands for Damian than you have for Superboy, and that will be the one that is holding the Batarang style Robin Batarangs. And standard DC Collectibles corner window there. On the side there you've got Super Sons. It also has Super Sons on the top there like that. It's a nice little logo. Then on the back you've got the other figures from this wave, which is the Nightwing and Supergirl, and obviously they're the Superboy, which obviously comes in this box as well. So as we've already cracked it open the box, we can just get into what this figure is like. I'm absolutely in love with this figure. It's brilliant. The detail on it, the suit with the R on the top there, if I can get in close enough there on the face, it's just got that sort of smirk that you'd expect off Damian. The utility bout is done really well. The cape with the hood down pose. The spikiness of the hair at the back. Looks like he's just been taken through a wind tunnel. The nice design on the cape at the back there. The gauntlets as well look cool. The knee pads, and the typical red laces in the Damian Wayne boots there. It's done really well. The other accessory that Robin does come with is his staff. Nothing special about the staff, just plastic rod, no detail or anything to it. That was the only thing that was lacking in this. But obviously with the icons, a lot of the joints are a little bit more delicate than your standard figures, because obviously they got double jointed in the knees and elbows. But this is really, it's just it's close to perfect as you can get for a Robin figure, especially in the Damian Wayne guys. Right, so let's just get into the articulation for you. The head is on a ball joint, which means it can go through 360 degrees. It has got a downward tilt about that far. The unfortunate thing is you can't really get him to look up. It's almost like he comes up to a level position and that's about it. You get a little bit of head tilt, which makes up for the fact that you can't tilt his head back. You get the arms, comes up to about there before the cape starts to hinder the movement. And I'm sure if you didn't have the cape on, that the arm could swivel 360 degrees. It goes up to that level, goes back. Each of the arms has got a bicep swivel, which will go around 360 degrees. And obviously you've got your double elbow joint. Now what I will suggest with these is, because these figures are actually smaller than the other icons, I would be very careful about the way that you start moving these joints. I'd treat them with a bit of heat, whether it's dipping them in hot water or using a hairdryer, just to loosen up the joints a little bit before you start moving them. I'd imagine that if they are stiff, then you got a good chance that these may break if you force them. As my brother will testify, with some of his icons, he's just got a touch like a baby elephant when it comes to handling figures. So there you got double jointed elbows, which practically goes back on itself. The gauntlets do not actually twist below the elbow, so your other articulation in the arm is at the wrist, where the hands will turn 360 degrees. And then you've also got the hand pivot, wrist tilt. I actually had to use a little bit of heat treatment to get these loosened up. As soon as I picked it up out of the box, it did seem a little bit fragile. You've also got your upper torso, where I haven't tried forcing this because it's only been on display. I haven't really forced it, but you can twist it. And obviously you've got your ab crunch there. But obviously there's no waist swivel as with the other DC icons. Now the legs, with these, they're a bit like the Mafix joints, where you can actually pull the leg down to actually get more movement out. But obviously with Robin's suit, the little bit at the bottom of his suit does hinder how far you can actually do the twist. But it's good that you can actually pull the legs down to actually get a little bit more movement. As per normal, there is no upper thigh swivel on these. It's the one thing that these figures was lacking, was the upper thigh swivel. I have looked at this figure very, very carefully, and although it does look like you've got a twist at the top of the boot, this isn't the case. So please do not try twisting it there. You're just going to snap the leg clean off. You've got your knee, double knee joint there. So that goes back on itself. And then obviously you've got your boot, where it actually has got rockers on it. I can get that in there. So you have got a rocker, and it also, these are another delicate point of the figure as well, is the being able to move these. These are very, very delicate, but you can get your boot movement back from there, and you can get it all the way to there as well. It is actually on like a ratchet, excuse me, a ratchet joint, which means you can click it into a position, it will stay there. But the problem is, I think these ratchets are probably just out of line, because trying to get him stood upright, he normally falls over because you can't get the boot flat down far enough. It may be just this particular figure of mine, I don't know. He tends to want to lean back a little bit all the time, and it's quite difficult to get him to stand up on his own. But there you have your DC Icon Super Son Robin. Like I said, it's an amazing figure. In my opinion, it is the best Damian Wayne Robin figure out there, so do not miss out on this one. I'll give you a quick size check on how big he is now. He literally is about 4¼ inches tall, which is really tiny for a figure, but as he is a child, it's done brilliantly. I can't fault anything on this. You know, the articulation is just as good as the other icons. Like I said, the only thing that it does lack is the waist swivel and the upper thigh swivel on the legs, which would have been a lot more better. But there you go, and another quick size comparison to the animated son of Batman, and next to the Rebirth Icons Batman as well. So there you go, there's the end of this video. I will be moving on shortly to do the Super Sons Superboy figure, and these videos should be up pretty soon, and I will try not to leave it as long as I did between videos, but I've been that busy at work, so I do apologise for that for anyone that do like my videos. There you go, it's the DC Collectibles DC Icon Super Sons Robin figure, and watch out for the Superboy video coming soon. I would recommend getting this box set, even if it is just for the one figure to sell the other one on. It's a shame they didn't sell it as an individual, but there you go. So until next time, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and we'll see you in the near future. Until now, this is Jason doing another No Frills toy review, and we'll see you soon. Cheers for now.